Think you know Europe? Think again. You might have the Eiffel Tower and the Colosseum on your bucket list, but I promise you, there's a whole other side to this continent that's brilliantly bizarre. We're talking about a place where the history is rich, the culture is deep, and the laws are, well, occasionally completely bonkers. Honestly, some of the things people get up to are just fabulous. It's not all ancient ruins and fancy art galleries. Sometimes it's just pure, unadulterated madness in the best possible way. So get ready for a little tour of the wonderfully weird. From cheese-rolling races that are more dangerous than they sound to peculiar laws about where your donkey can and cannot have a little nap. Europe is absolutely full of surprises. It's a continent that keeps you on your toes, and just when you think you've seen it all, it throws something at you that makes you go, "Wait, what?" It's like finding out your very proper great-aunt has a secret tattoo of a badger. You're intrigued, you're a little confused, but you absolutely have to know more. So pour yourself a little something, get comfortable, because we're about to dive into the continent's strangest secrets. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy, hilarious, and utterly unforgettable ride. I've got my glass of wine ready, you should too. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? You won't want to miss a single mad moment of this. First up, England, where they chase a giant wheel of cheese down a ridiculously steep hill. It's utter chaos, people tumble, and for what? Dairy product glory. In Italy, it's a myth that donkeys can't sleep in bathtubs, but in Turin, you must walk your dog 3 times a day. Finally, a sensible law. Now in Lithuania, there's Uzupis, a tiny republic in Vilnius with its own army of 12 people and a constitution that says a cat isn't obliged to love its owner. Over in Spain, the town of Langeron once banned dying, not because they're immortal, but because their cemetery was full. How wonderfully practical and slightly morbid. To Norway, for the story of a man cryogenically frozen in a shed. They used to have a festival for him. It's a bit chilly, but honestly, the story is fantastic. Ah, romance. In Venice, they say, if you kiss your sweetheart under the Bridge of Sighs at sunset, your love will last forever. Ah, how lovely is that? In Vienna, they adore their cats so much they've created cat cafes. You can sip your coffee while a furry overlord judges you from a comfy cushion. Divine. Let's pop into Vatican City, the world's smallest country. It's smaller than most shopping centers, but has its own post office, army, and, of course, the Pope. Only in France would they turn snail eating into a competitive sport. At their annual festival, they have snail races before, well, you know. Bon appetit, little fellas. In Poland, there's a house built completely upside down. It's meant to be a statement about the communist era, but mostly it just makes you feel a bit dizzy. Leave it to the Belgians. In Bruges, they built a 2-mile underground pipeline just to transport beer from a brewery to a bottling plant. Absolutely genius. And finally, a bizarre one from history. In 1518 Strasbourg, hundreds of people started dancing in the streets and just couldn't stop for days. Talk about a dance marathon. Well, there you have it. Europe's full of surprises, and we've only scratched the surface. From daredevil cheese chasers to towns with no room for the dearly departed, it's clear the continent has more than a few eccentric skeletons in its closet. It just goes to show you that no matter how much you travel or read, there's always some delightful local oddity waiting around the corner to make you smile. It's a fabulous tapestry of history, culture, and just a little bit of glorious, glorious madness. I mean, a beer pipeline, the French racing snails they're about to eat. You simply can't make this stuff up. It's what makes exploring so much fun. It's not just about the grand monuments. It's about the quirky little stories that give a place its true character. I feel like I need a holiday now, just to check if my donkey can have a bath. The important questions in life, you know? So now it's your turn to spill the tea. Which fact blew your mind? Was it the dancing plague or the cat constitution? Let me know in the comments. I'll be reading them with a large glass of something. And don't forget to subscribe for more weird wonders. You wouldn't want to miss what we dig up next, would you? Cheers.